It's a long way from the Canadian prairies to the Hall of Fame, but that journey is completed tonight as Paul Frey becomes the 12th jockey inducted into the Washington Racing Hall of Fame. Born in 1939 and raised on a farm near Swift Current, Saskatchewan, where winter temperatures often hover around 0 Fahrenheit, Frey went to work as a jockey at age 16 for the Amthor Racing Stables near tiny Hallanquits, Saskatchewan. From there, he went to ride in Edmonton, and then to Vancouver, and on to Playfair in Spokane, where he won riding titles in 1955 and 1960, and in 1959 he won crowns at Turf Paradise and Arizona Downs. Beginning in 1961, Frey began a circuit of riding winners in Northern California and summers in Seattle, and would achieve enormous success. Frey also made his mark nationally, finishing 4th in the 1963 Kentucky Derby aboard On My Honor, the diminutive colt on which he had forged an amazing score in the California Derby, rallying the 850-pound bay from 26 lengths back for a $21 upset in Northern California's biggest race. At Long Acres, Frey reached dizzying heights while capturing riding titles in 1964 and 66, becoming the first rider in track history to ride 100 winners twice. His 1.69 wins per day in 1966 are third best in track history. Twice, Frey rode 6 winners on a card at Long Acres, and in 1967 he became the 33rd North American jockey to reach 2,000 wins with a victory on Sean's Hope.
Well, Paul Frey, really a classy rider, classy individual, a good person to be around, and excellent race rider. I tell you, if he could put you in a trap, you better watch yourself, because he was looking to win the race every time he went out there. He was, well, most of us were, but he was tough competitor, hard to get by down the stretch. And he taught me a lesson when I was 18 years old that helped me through my whole career. I hooked into him at the head of the lane in a stake race with Sandy Fleet, and he was on Lacknack. I was about 18 years old, and I looked over and saw it was Paul, and I dropped one of my reins. I flopped all over and was just totally intimidated by the man himself. And he beat me to the wire, and I think I was definitely on the best horse that day. But it made me realize, don't worry who's next to you, just keep on going. Paul was kind of a gruff guy in the jocks room, but real well liked in the jocks room. But if you did something wrong, he was the first one to tell you how stupid you were. You know, he was just a great guy. And we all called him Louie. I don't know why, but his nickname was Louie, and when I think of him, I think Louie. But great man, well deserving of the honor of going into the Hall of Fame, and I'm just really happy to be a part of the presentation. So I just wish that Paul had made it a little further and been able to see this, and I know he would be extremely honored and very appreciative.
His 810 wins and 41 stakes wins both rank 4th all-time at Long Acres, and Frey rode for many of the Northwest top trainers like Wayne Branch, Marion L. Smith, and Glenn Williams, and owners S.J. Agnew and David Brazier, including multiple stakes triumphs aboard Lacknack and Grey Papa, the 1960 Long Acres Mile on the Great Sparrow Castle, and the 1961 Washington Futurity on Dr. John H. Frey retired in 1972 after riding nearly 2,500 winners in a 20-year career. Following his retirement from the saddle, Frey worked as a jockey's valet, including a stint with North America's all-time leading rider and fellow Washington Hall of Fame jockey Russell Bays. Paul Frey died of pneumonia in January 2012, just 2 days before his grandson Kyle Frey was announced as the winner of the 2011 Eclipse Award for Apprentice Jockey. In his acceptance speech, Kyle thanked his grandfather for all of his guidance on and off the track.
I want to thank my grandfather, who passed away a few days ago. This is for him. And I want to thank my agent, Mark North, for doing a great job. This one's for my grandpa, though.
Tonight is for Paul Frey, the newest member of the Washington Racing Hall of Fame.